Spring is just around the corner, and it always lifts my spirits when the days get warmer and the sun shines just a little bit longer. But in this in-between time between winter and spring, we have the season of Lent. And Lent is a 40-day period that begins on Ash Wednesday and ends on Easter Sunday, excluding the Sundays. It is a time where we have reflection, and it symbolizes the 40 days that Jesus spent in the wilderness preparing for his ministry. So during this time of Lent, we can prepare our hearts through spiritual disciplines or spiritual reflection to get ready for the good news and celebration of Easter Sunday. This season at First Baptist Church, we are starting an initiative, actually a challenge for you to read the Gospels. It's called Tell Me Something Good. And during this time, we want you to try reading the Gospels during the 40 days of Lent. Reading the Gospels during Lent can prepare our hearts for Easter by forming a deeper personal connection to Jesus' life, sacrifice, and resurrection. This can be a fun challenge, whether you're new to reading the Bible or whether you've been flipping through its pages for a long time. Reading the Gospels can transform you, and they can strengthen your faith. And this is good news in a world that we live in right now that has a lot of chaos and noise and sometimes a lot of bad news, right? So what are the Gospels? The Gospels are 4 unique books at the beginning of the New Testament, written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These are eyewitness testimonies written with a distinct purpose, an audience in mind, aimed at revealing who Jesus is and all the love that he has for each one of us. As you read the book, think of it as reading through 4 different lenses or 4 different perspectives, and having each one of them offer up a vivid portrait of Jesus' life, teachings, preachings, miracles, death, and resurrection. The Gospels aren't written for informational or historical context, because at their very core, they're an invitation to discipleship. And often when we read something, we read for the sake of gathering information, kind of like you did when you were a student at school. But the Gospels aren't meant to inform you. They're not even meant to entertain you. They're meant to transform you. They're meant to renew you and change you. The Gospels are more about transformation than information. The hope is that when you read these stories and you meditate on them and you reflect on them, you will get to know Jesus better. You will be strengthened in your faith. We read about Jesus forgiving others, then we can be more forgiving. When we read about Jesus serving others, then we become more servant-hearted. When we read about Jesus loving the unlovable, we can be more loving ourselves. When we see the immense love of Jesus for everyone, it can transform us. And so by emulating and embodying Jesus's teachings, it can ground us to be the people that God created us to be. We can be good news people in this world, sharing good news with others in a world that's sometimes filled with bad news. We hope that you'll take the Tell Me Something Good challenge this season of Lent. You'll even get this fun t-shirt if you take the challenge. And as you read the Gospels, maybe you can share something good with someone else, a blessing, an encouragement, or a favorite verse. We'd love to see your posts.